that coffee, get your mind right, and vibe with the queen herself. We're dishing out hot topics, wellness tips of the day, and things that make you go, Let's get this palace party started.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank y'all for giving me that 2 in the chat. Because, honey, I was out here talking and wishing y'all a happy morning. Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Man, it is fall. The trees they're beautiful. The leaves are changing color. It is a brand new day. It's a beautiful day. And if you didn't wake up feeling good, listen, I know I did because it's my birthday. Yes, it is my birthday. I am in full Scorpio mode. And when you think about when they said the rarest, purest form of Scorpio, I'm not. From October 26th to November 1st, those are the purest Scorpios. And honey, you get every ounce of that. So listen, thank you for pulling up. I felt like this topic, I said, you know what? Slumber party. I was going to talk about it a couple of weeks ago, but I put it aside. I said, no, I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to let him make it. But then and then some more stuff came out regarding this topic and this man. And I'm like, you know what? This is a perfect segue. It's my birthday. We talking about partying, slumber party. Oh, yes, honey. I'm about to talk about this guy. So welcome, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy birthday to me. Thank you for celebrating me in the chat. And we are going to get down to business. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Listen, have y'all heard about this story? Or am I the only one? Has anybody heard about this story? It went viral, y'all, all through TikTok, Instagram, social media. And I was kind of blown away by some of the women and the men that got in there and was windmilling for this guy. And listen, I trust my instinct. Immediately when I heard him speak, I was like, what the hell? So I want to break down the viral story today. This is about a man, a single man, right? He has a daughter. He's a single man. And he took to social media to share his story about how he's very disappointed in the women who wouldn't allow their daughters to come and have a sleepover with him and his daughter. A slumber party. He didn't even call it a sleepover. He said a slumber party. He wanted one of the moms to call the other moms on his behalf and get the little girls to come to his house. At his home. And the parents said, hell no. Is you good, bro? So he took to social media to share his frustrations. And when I started to listen I don't know about y'all, because I know a lot of y'all got tolerance for BS and weirdness and creepiness. I don't. I said, well, first of all, you know what? I'm going to let y'all listen to it yourself. I'm going to let you listen to it yourself, okay? We're going to talk about what led to the refusal of the parents to allow their little girls to come to his house. What were the primary concerns? We're going to talk about how social media reacted, both support and backlash. And trust me, there was a lot of backlash, okay? Now, are y'all ready to get into it to listen to his video? Give me 1 second. I'm going to tee it up. And I'm going to open up the line. And I'm going to let y'all sound off. And I'll chime in every now and again, okay? Because watch this. Here we go. Don't believe me, just watch. Here we go. Watch this. I'm sorry, I got to get the overlay off of here we go. All righty. All right. Hold on, I'll come back to that one.
So like last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party. And once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter. And like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then I asked, do she feel comfortable having? And as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And like I said, because I'm a man, and she was honest, and I respect her honesty. She was like, yes, and I'm like, that really made me really do. That really did make me feel some type of way. So I expressed my not even frustration. I was really sad, and I expressed that with other women, and they was like, well, Mark Anthony, you got to see where she coming from, and blah blah blah, this and that and whatnot. So like last year, I was trying like, and I do understand like where women coming from, but it just hurt my feelings to know that me just as a man, I get labeled as that, and like I would never do nothing like that to like I would never do nothing like that to kids because like when I was growing up, like it was a situation like I try to make jokes about it and whatnot, and like long story short, it happens to me. It happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older and when I was younger, I would never do that to a child, and just know that like I could even throw my daughter like a slumber party is because like they think I'ma do what somebody did to me, which was like and and like long story short, it happens to me. It happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older and when I was younger, I would never do that to a child, and just know that like I could even throw my daughter like a slumber party is because like they think I'ma do what somebody did to me, which was a woman, by the way. And like that shit made me damn near like cry for real, bro. Because I'm just trying to like have my daughter, but as it's that shit just made me really feel some type of way.
All right. Y'all hear that? Or should I run it back again? Should I run it back again? I dropped the link in the chat. Let me pin it. We gonna power through this. I ain't gonna even waste no time. Thank you, Jay Taylor. He says, happy birthday, Queen. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me run it down again. I'm gonna run it down again. We gonna break it down. Let me go back. We got 3 pages too.
So
Here we go. The first
like
one.
last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party, and once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter, and like
No woman in the house. You have a daughter. You're a man and you want to throw a slumber party. And you start off with the number one thing that any man or woman would have an issue with. There's going to be no woman in the house. Let's continue.
like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then I asked, do she feel comfortable having? And as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all.
Okay, you asked her and she told you. What's with y'all asking people stuff when you really don't know want to know the answer? He asked her, "Can you go out and recruit on my behalf the other little girls? You're a woman. So you send her to provide cover for you. You go ask for me. You're not my wife. You're just somebody I know. Not a close friend, but you have a daughter. Go ask the other ladies if their little girls can come to my house. Let's continue. She said, I don't feel comfortable with that. Putting my,
And like I said, because I'm a man and she was honest and I respect her honesty. She was like, yes. And I'm like, that really made me that really did make me feel some type of way. So I
because you are a man who don't have the umph to go ask for yourself. Why you sending her to run cover? She don't know you like that to be able to speak on your behalf. Let's continue.
I expressed my not even frustration. I was really sad. And I expressed my
Why were you so sad and tore up? Because you couldn't have a slumber party with little girls. Why did that tear you up so much so? Okay, let's continue.
I expressed that with other women, and they was like, well, Mark Anthony, you gotta see where she coming from.
So you asked her to do something for you, asked her if she was comfortable. She said no, and you went back and started to kind of uh, give a little bit of backlash behind closed doors with other women. And then they had to talk you from looking at her in the negative because she didn't want to do what you wanted her to do. All right.
And blah blah blah, this and that and whatnot. So like last year, like, and I do understand like where women coming from, but it just hurt my feelings to know that me just as a man, I get labeled as that, and like I would never do nothing like that to like I would never.
First of all, we don't know what you would do. We don't know what you would do. So I'ma just said I'm not calling him anything. We don't know what you would do. So you could save that. Let me tell you why. Nobody knows until you know, right? You don't know if somebody is or wouldn't do anything to the kids. All we know is you asked for the little girls to come over without a woman being there. When you were told no, you didn't have a plan B. You wanted these women and these men to let them little girls come to your house and slumber with you. All we know is you said you were sad. You were hurt. You never said nothing about your little girl, but I may have missed it. Let's continue because it seemed like you received the biggest emotional impact from this. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Never do nothing like that to kids because like when I was growing up, like it was a situation like I try to make jokes about it and whatnot, and like long story short, it happens to me. It happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older and when I was younger, I would never do that to a child, and just know that like I could even throw my daughter like a slumber party is because like they think I'ma do what somebody did to me.
Did they tell you that? Did they say we not gonna throw you we can't we don't want our kids to come over because we think you gonna molest them? I don't think anybody told you that. I think it's the fact that you have the audacity as a grown ass man to ask for little girls to come over there. Who's gonna help wipe their bottoms and help them go potty and help them change when they need to come out of their night night? You get y'all get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen and men? Ain't no man want you helping his little daughter change and bathe. They got to take showers. You got to help wipe them off. All that kind of stuff. And we supposed to just let the kids come over there with you as a grown ass man? No, ladies, you didn't even ask for any moms. Hold on. For those of you that say, well, he should have asked for the moms to chaperone. No, he should not have, because I don't know no man that's going to want his woman in some strange man's house spending the night. So that's not even normal. I'm going to bring y'all back to reality today. That's not even normal for him to ask, bro, how come you didn't ask another mom to host it in her house? How come you didn't have a plan B? How come you didn't have a Chuck E. Cheese? How come you didn't have like a little skating rink? How come the only thing was they got a slumber? Why you want to slumber with little girls? And I'm not calling him anything. It's just weird. You don't really see too many men, single or married, saying, you know what? Let the little girls come over here and spend the night. Don't nobody want to be bothered with all them kids like that. Hell, let alone women. We be like, oh Lord, they're gonna be touching my walls and fingerprints and want candy. Don't want to listen. Your reaction. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. His reaction threw me. What you sad for? You took that to heart and you keep making it about you. You couldn't even see the concern that most parents would have for their children. Y'all, am I off? Watch this. Let's continue.
which was like, and I do understand like what women come, and like, long story short, it happens to me. It happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older and when I was younger, I would never do that.
That's not the point. The point is if it happened to you, it probably happened to you when you were unsupervised and there was nobody there to protect you. So why would you even have the audacity as a grown person now to even create that, right? It's not about what you would do. It's about, let me not even create that scenario for no little kid, child. I'm going to make sure mama here, daddy here, I'm there for mine because you're a father. Where's your discernment? See, that's what I was concerned about. Your discernment, your common sense. And I was like, so when I first watched this video, before I even got to the part about him saying that he was molested and sexually abused as a kid, I was like, he's weird. The fact that you asked, can the little girls have a slumber party? And I'm going to say with you, because you didn't talk about your daughter. You just said it was for your daughter. And when the moms and the dads said, no, even the men got in the comments, y'all, was like, bro, come on now. Even as a married man, even as, a man in the house with my partner, man, we're not sending our little girls to your house. And we don't even want all them kids in our house. Bro, you okay? The men were asking him, are you okay? Because most, what's going on with you? So as I was watching, I was like, I don't know this guy. And I'm, it sounds good. But sir, you kind of weird. And that's all. I didn't say it, but I'm like, that's a different kind of ask. Hell, I don't even be like, how many kids? Told my son, if they come over here, y'all need to go in the garage because I don't want nobody wearing no shoes in my house. You see how a natural reaction we must. Hey, where we going? Golly, don't be slamming my doors. Don't be walking in that mud. Blue, 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 blue. Regular, right? People be running from kids. Do they pee in the bed? They scared of dogs. We got 3 dogs. I'm gonna get it. It was just something about him that was just too eager. Not calling him anything, right? He was just too eager. And his reaction to the parents saying no just didn't sit right with me because I'm like, is nothing normal about the ask? Not saying you're a bad person, but typically you don't hear men ask that, whether they're married or single. Then you try to make it seem like you were told no because you're a man. Sir, most people going to tell people no about their kids spending the night. It's just kind of, they don't really do that too much anymore. And then number 3, your reaction, you couldn't let it go. You made 3. There's 3 segments to this. Let's continue, right? And some of the women, he has a right to feel how he feels. Okay. But why take it to social media and garner the negative reactions? Watch this.
To a child and just know that I couldn't even throw my daughter a slumber party is because they think I'ma do what somebody did to me.
So sir, go throw an ice cream party, throw a pizza party, take cupcakes to the school. How come your brain is stuck on slumber? with these kids, with these little girls? How come you can't get your mind off of that? How come it bothered you so much that you had to come to social media and really grievance out, air out how you feel, how disappointed that nobody trusts you with these little girls? That's different. And maybe we just live in a day, in a time where that's just what people do. The fact that you came out on social media, I wouldn't let my child come over your house. Because you're supposed to be a grown-ass man. What is you doing on social media, sir? Talking about we told you no.
Which was a woman, by the way. And like that shit made me damn near like.
And now you really ain't gonna get nobody to play with your daughter, because now you telling all your business about how you was sexually molested on the internet, right? And you want people to feel comfortable with their children in your home or their children associating with your daughter. So to top it off, we start off with the offense of asking, can the little girls come spend the night? That's the first offense. Then not understanding why all of the parents said absolutely not. And the main one that you thought was weak, you underestimated her. You wanted her to go out and recruit little kids on your behalf to make the parents feel more safe. Sir, that is giving predator to me. But okay. I'm just saying, just the way you went about it, covertly, kind of sneakily, manipulative in a way. Let me send a woman to get what I want. She was stronger than what you thought she was, because she told you, hell no, I ain't comfortable with that. You didn't like that. You went and talked about her to other women. They had to reel you in as a community and say, hold on now. You got to understand where she's coming from as a woman. And to be honest, it was never about her as a woman or you as a man. It's just about people protecting their kids. Now you take the social media. Do y'all not see the red flags? Now you're on social media. See, it could have died back there. So now you take it to social media, I'm guessing to garner empathy and sympathy of creating this story about you being a single father with your daughter, because most Black people like, oh, go for it because there's a shortage of men in the houses. And some people would be dumb enough to allow their kids to come to your house. But okay. Then you exercise, or you refuse to exercise logic. Then you start telling your damn personal business, which invites a person like me to come on in, because I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. Now I can talk about it because you're talking about it in a public platform. And one thing we talk about over here is that when a child is what? And they don't receive intensive therapy, the likelihood of them offending is what? Very high as an adult or very high as a child, right? In some capacity, you become predatory. Not all the time, but in many cases, they do see that through statistics, right? So you'd be like, well, Queen Shiba, you can't put that on him. And I didn't, which is why I left it alone. But let's continue.
Like cry for real, bro, because I'm just trying to like have my daughter, but as it's that shit just made me really feel some type of way.
I'm sorry. Say what now? He did what? A man that sent his to you unprovoked is on the.
Oh, you out here sending dick pics to women unprovoked. I know you lie. I know you lie. So you out here being a little pervert. Okay, let's continue.
On the internet crying because a bunch of parents won't allow their daughters, to come to his house for a sleepover. You know, people really do need to be wary about the things that they post on the internet, because now I'm seeing a lot of other things about him. They dug up charges about him again, about child abuse. They're saying that he's a porn star and that he's all over X, formerly known as Twitter, looking like this.
What that mean, y'all, when she say looking like this? I don't know what that symbol means. But the point is, you follow your instinct. I knew he was a weirdo and a creepo, but we're going to get into all of that. So this girl happened to, I told you the story went viral, right? Because he just wanted the attention for whatever reason. And he was going to come out and get all of this attention under the guise of using his daughter and this sad sympathy. I don't understand why people lead with, and I'm not trying to be funny. Please help me. Why do people say, I'm a single parent? I'm curious. Because that's what he led with too. I'm a single parent. To me, when I hear it, they're looking for something. It's to establish some type of understanding, some type of what. And I'm not trying to be offensive, but I this is my first time getting to ask because I hear it a lot. And I'm like, okay, that's not a disability, but there's a reason that they're saying it. Oh, okay. That's what that means when she say, okay, thank you. Okay. So he led with that because that, I don't know why that works. People like, oh, you are? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay. So obviously he's saying he's a single father because there's a likelihood that there's going to be some type of positivity that comes from it. Because baby, we run to that when we hear that. Oh, he taking care of his kids. Most men won't or don't or can't. Okay. And he's supposed to, whether he's married or single. But anywho, that's what he led with. But at the end of the day, sir, come to find out you out here. This girl heard the story and said, wait a minute, I know this guy. Unprovoked. He sent me a picture of his to my DM. Unprovoked. Sir, you a whole weirdo. Let's continue.
Now, I'm not going to go investigate that because I do not want to see that. But sir, you're running around on the streets of the internet, not even conducting yourself in a manner of which who cares about the safety of their child would allow them to go. Listen, I'm the type of person, I don't need you to be convicted. As far as my children's safety is concerned, the fact that there was even a report file, he's like, oh, it was lowered. I don't give a damn. Someone put on paper for the court of law to see that you put a child in harm's way. Now, why the hell would I send my child over there? And now you're sending unsolicited eggplant pictures to women? Absolutely not.
Oh, that's what you get for running to the internet. So he's out here. And look, here's his mugshot. Mark Anthony James. Domestic abuse and battery of a / and child endangerment. False imprisonment. Oh, you out here holding women against their will. Oh, you out here holding females against their will. Children and women. You out here holding fuckers against their will in your house. See? I ain't even know none of this when I first saw the video. But I do know enough to know ain't no grown-ass man supposed to be. Watch this. You got to be careful because we live in a world where people will try to trick you out of your spot and try to make you feel like, hold on, I'm not an investigator. Jam say Queen Sheba is an investigator. No, listen, I trust my instinct with people. When I heard, I'm like, I ain't never heard that before. It doesn't mean that, sir. And then I start going through and I was like, well, you know, these men are built differently these days. They kind of, some of them can be real different. So I sat back, I listened to the video. And you know how the word says be in the world and not of it. And I found myself going through the comments. And I said, if you're not careful, you're going to get reeled into all this weirdo behavior. Because some women tell me he has a right. I understand his feelings. Men, we shouldn't discriminate. Then you send yours over there. But the fact that he asked and the way he did it and try to get a woman to recruit for him, sir, that it's an alignment. It's adjacent to predatory behavior. Let me not say predatory, but it is kind of manipulative. It's kind of, it's almost like a non-disclosure, right? why are you trying to attempt? Why you want a woman to hide the fact that the ask is coming from you if you have nothing to hide? So my brain was working, and then I had to say, back up off this thing. You might be looking at it too much. Then I go to slide 2 because I'm like, he sure is being a whiny baby about it as a man. I kind of don't like you whining like this on social media because you got told no. I want a man to be okay with no immediately in any form. In any form, nigga. No is no. What is you crying for? What is you hurt for? No is no. But okay, Queen Sheba, go to the next slide. I go to the next slide. Then he dropped a dime on me, talking about what happened to him. And I'm like, you don't give pearls to pigs. You don't come out here on social media and just drop that to garner empathy or win a point. You got to handle that responsibly. That's your personal information. You don't want it to be perceived in the wrong way. And you really don't want people to start judging you. But damn, you just seem like you have no type of couth wherewithal about yourself. But of course, I'm in my head, I'm like, you kind of judging. I was like, yeah, I am. So I get off the internet only to come back today, a week or so later. And they done, when I tell you, child, they dug all up in his past. They say he doing corn on the internet. So then I got to looking. Watch this. I got to looking. Not for that. But hold on. I was like, well, who is this man that want little girls to come over and have a slumber party in his house? So here's his house. Y'all see this? First of all, you're not set up in any capacity to host a slumber party. You don't even have furniture in that mother. You get what I'm saying? You don't even have furniture in there.
Girl, don't play. If I was gay, I'd be like, I'm gay, woo. And I hang with the gays, but I ain't gay. And I
Hold on. So he was playing. Let me go back. So I was like, well, what is
gay.
this?
Girl, don't play. If I was gay, I'd be like, I'm gay, woo.
So then I'm looking and I'm like, okay, so it seems like this is just like a quick little 10-second skit. It looks innocent, right? I'm more so looking at the background. Ain't no furniture in there. And you tell me I come to your house. Then I really started looking. I said, this nigga ain't got on no drawers. You know what you doing. You know. Hold on. Wait a minute. I said, what is going on? This mofo ain't got on no drawers. Hold on. Ah, Lordy. So then I'm like, well, hold on. Let me go back. So then I go back. I said, okay, let me go back, y'all. Watch this. Let me see. This man, and the more I went down the rabbit hole, I said, oh, hell no. Don't nobody want their kids at your house? You did everything they said you did, and probably then some. Probably then some. And if you go to TikTok, because they blasted his
I
ass.
am not gay. I am not gay.
This is him. And I'm showing you, like, you know, videos that are appropriate to share and have decent commentary on. And then there's some, and I'm like, sir, you've been doing this for a number of years. Then he has a video where he's talking about, look, when people find my Twitter. He talking about him doing corn. And you wonder why those parents didn't want them kids at your house. You see how a person will set you up. He used the emotional public plea, even got mad at the woman for using her instinct to say, nah, something don't feel right about this ask. Played it all the way out, believed his own lie about him being this nice guy, knowing damn well you on the internet doing corn. He's beyond thirsty. Why you want little girls at your house? Why you want to slumber? I don't even think your daughter asked for that. They say the baby mama left. The baby mama left. I'm glad he did. CC say they say silence is free and golden. He did not have to open this can of worms. I'm glad he did. So that parents could be like, oh, hell no. And I'm sorry, it's going to probably have some type of an impact on his little girl, but because most people probably would not have known about his past, and you letting your child go over there, you don't know he's into corn. You get what I'm saying? And you have no idea because he's too busy trying to gaslight you, play on your feelings, play in your face on the internet as a woman or a man, and make you feel like you wrong as hell for judging him when the entire time your instinct was spot on. Your grown ass wanting a slumber party with little kids. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Emotional intelligence says another red flag, minimize concerns about how he's interacting. So that's why he didn't want other people there. People say he could have asked the chaperone. First of all, listen to people when they speak. If they don't ask for a chaperone, it's because they don't want one. He didn't want a chaperone. He wanted to be the only adult there. He wanted to do that. He didn't want a chaperone. He was mad. He didn't want a plan B. Look, watch this. Let me see. Well, I ain't going to even go that far. But yeah, this is what I ran up on. I was like, oh, let me talk about this real quick. This is just like the weirdest little thing. And here's the thing about it, y'all. People are no longer hiding who they are. They just going to pull you right into toxicity, right on into abnormality, asking for what they want up front. And sometimes you'd be like, you know what? That can't be a red flag. Because ain't no way in hell you just asked me that. So you have to be on the up and up. This is the season of revelation. He said what he said. He said what he said. I want them kids over here. That's how bold the world is now. That's what's happening right now in real time, y'all. The world we live in. He just asked. Let me see if I can find. Hold on. Look at this one. Now, hold on. I think he has this, whatever he does on Twitter is called exploring pleasure.
At this point, I gotta be ugly as hell because ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because the two women I just tried to talk to, I'm not saying that those women don't have standards or can't have standards. Maybe I should up my standards, but it's just like I don't know how to explain it. So I'm on Thursday, I'm at the Family Dollar, and the Family Dollar is attached to this plasma lab. And as I'm walking out the Family Dollar,
Watch this. You hear how he's speaking here versus how he's speaking here. Watch this.
So like last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party, and
this is the parent facade here. This here is the real Slim Shady. Hold on. I done messed up. This the real Slim Shady right here.
See this sexy ass chocolate short dark skinned woman going to the plasma center, and like I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking she worked there more. You think she worked there just because she fine?
That's the real Slim Shady. This is Joanne the scammer.
And once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter. And like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then
People be, oh shoot, I had the overlay on. Y'all couldn't see it. Hold on. This, let me take it off. Oh, y'all couldn't see it. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, thank you too, so we could hear it, but we couldn't see it. This one on the screen right here is the scammer, the finesser, the parent, that the one that, hey, I'm just a single dad. Listen, right here.
then I asked, do she feel comfortable having, and as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And like I said, because I'm a man, and she was honest, and I respect her honesty. She was like, yes. And I'm like, that really did make me feel some type of way. So I spread.
This is fake. That's Joanne the scammer. This is who he really is.
Because ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because the two women I just tried to talk to, I'm not saying that those women don't have standards or can't have standards. Maybe I should up my standards, but it's just like I don't know how to explain it. So I'm on Thursday, I'm at the Family Dollar, and the family.
Y'all see how that man code switched to hell? Listen. Y'all see? Do y'all see how he code switched based on if I'm gonna present myself on social media as this loving, caring father, I'm gonna go down an octave with my voice. I'm gonna put a little bass behind it. Yeah, that'll get him. I just want a slumber party. Loving father. Listen, y'all, when I tell you, baby, and here we go.
Family Dollar is attached to this plasma lab. And as I'm walking out the Family Dollar, I see this sexy ass, chocolate, short, dark skinned woman going to the plasma center. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking she worked there more. You think she worked there just because she fine? Ugly girls? Yeah, that's where my brain went. So I went in there. I'm looking behind the counter trying to see if she at work. And so I'm about to get ready to leave. I see her at the plasma thing, at the little kiosk. I'm like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. I don't even mean to interrupt you. You mind if I get to know you and get your number?
Oh, baby. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't mean to interrupt you. Do you mind if I get to know you? Y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. Do you mind if I get to know you? And she's at a kiosk, y'all. So first of all, you walk up on anybody at a kiosk. He just does not have good discernment. His meter is completely off. He doesn't have a sense of space. What makes people feel safe or not. You ask for them little girls to come spend the night, and then you gonna walk up on somebody while they at a. Hold on, Tia P. That is so funny because they say he kept saying baby mother. Baby mother was talking about that on TikTok. But you approaching somebody at a kiosk, they don't know if you're trying to rob them or not. So you seem to have an issue with getting in people's personal spaces. You get what I'm saying? In some capacity. You don't have like this boundary that you know not to cross, which tells me you probably have some weird ass behaviors. Listen, I see y'all with the super chats. Give me 1 second. Money comes to me flowing effortless.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
effortlessly. Thank you, Yvette Robinson with the 20-piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, beautiful queen. Enjoying your special day. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you. Oh, we got a man up in here. Wayne's perspective. Hey, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne. Look, hi, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne, for the 5-piece and a pepper. He said, there's so much wrong with this. Did he not see how any of this would be considered weird across the board? Listen. And then as we get deeper, it becomes even more weird now that we know he out there doing corn. He's out there sending unsolicited photos of himself to women who didn't ask for it. He's approaching women. To me, listen, I don't like all that. Because I'd be like, bro, you building up your confidence to violate. To Latrice, thank you for the 20-piece and the pepper. She says, happy birthday, queen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your contributions to the channel and your birthday super chats. Yes. Yeah, but Wayne, I agree. The fact that he doesn't know it's weird tells me he lives in a world where he determines his rules, and then he wants to bring people's children into that world. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and get some more videos of him. Watch this. This is him. This is the guy that wants your children to come to his house.
I'm tired of these niggas talking about, oh man, Mark, I got a bunch of short homies that get hoes. I got a bunch of short homies that get women and blah, blah, blah. You probably just, well, how tall is they short? That's what I want to know. You might be around your homies. You might be the tallest one out your friend group. I don't know. You can be 5'10" to 6'2", but your homies can be 5'8". That's still taller than 5'4".
So he spends a lot of time apparently in his apartment talking to himself on TikTok in video. I want to find some of them videos I saw earlier. So people have really had they've had backlash towards him because they went digging up a lot about him. And I wouldn't let my child go to his house. Now, some of you want to know what happened to the child's mother. Here you go. Oh, not that one. Some of you want to know what happened to the child's mother. She left. They say it's a white lady. Not that it's here or there, but I'm just adding a little razzle dazzle. Shoot, she got the hell out of Dodge. She left. I saw a video that he did. Now, I never saw the child. He say he got a kid, but has anybody seen the kid? Have any of you seen the child? Has he displayed the child on social media? Aisha says no man in their right mind would have even thought about that. It's like an automatic no. Yeah, because most men know, nah. That's a bit of a stretch. That's a different kind of ask. Even if you don't mean it that way, bro, it's just kind of like, no. It doesn't matter if you, no. So the fact that you don't even know how to man is a concern to me. Y'all get what I'm saying? The fact that your man ain't manning, that your natural, so something's off with you to me. You cross boundaries in the worst way. The fact that you asked for kids to come spend the night with you, you wanted that slumber party. You said you wanted to have it. And then you got upset. The fact that you're approaching a woman at a kiosk, most people don't like to be approached while they're at kiosks because they think you're finna rob them. So your boundaries, you cross boundaries. The fact that you do corn on Twitter for people to see. And you be in that house. Oh, look, let me be quiet. You say he's thrown off. He is something. And then he wants to be in charge of y'all's children. And then you have women out there that empathize with him. I said, baby, y'all sure do have a lot of flexibility and patience for creeps. Missy said, I wonder how many of those parents are single parents because predators prey on kids. Predators prey on kids whose fathers aren't in the home. And that came from the mouth of a convicted predator. I keep hearing about that. Can somebody send me the link? That there was like this snippet on social media of a predator that describes he actually picks out the parents to get to the kids. And to me, I kind of feel like that's what he was kind of doing. Like, you keep saying you have a daughter, but I don't see the daughter. And then you picked out a woman that you thought would go recruit for you, because that's basically what it is, y'all. You wanted a woman to go and recruit for you. And when she didn't, you got pissed off. That in and of itself, talked about her like a dog. And other women had to say, no, don't be mad at her. She just a woman. What you mad at her for? Hold on. I just saw something. Oh, yeah, I think y'all made a mistake. Oh, okay. It's okay, Desira. I was looking at what's her name? In Studio 5. It's okay, y'all. Thank you, Desira, for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen. Enjoy your day. I will. Mods, it's okay if they use, I don't like them using caps all the time, but it's okay. They're saying happy birthday. They probably didn't know, baby. Y'all are on it. Hold on. The mods are on it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
All right, Palace, the Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, indeed. Desira with a 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen. Enjoy your day. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, don't y'all be deleting my damn birthday messages. Let them be. Turn them loose. Chocolate Soul, member for 16 months, says, happy born day, Queen. Thank you. But yeah, this man. So what are y'all's thoughts, if any at all? Okay. Oh, Devonda says that they found out he was actually abused too and need help with his own trauma. Yes, he does. You could tell clearly he hasn't had that because he's out there doing what? What did I tell y'all? When people don't get help, they show up differently. He's out there doing corn and crossing boundaries and sending pictures of himself to younger women who didn't ask for that. So you're a whole creep. You're a whole predator. Because to me, that's predatory when you do something like that to women that didn't ask you for that. Because you know when they open that message and see that, there's going to be and that's what you're banking on. Yeah, I love sports says, so now the white woman left. He's looking for a black woman to raise his kid. Yes, but I never saw the kid on, I probably didn't look deep enough. I gave it a good 5 minutes. And I was like, child, let me get off this man's page. Yes, I love sports. So now he chasing down black women in Dollar Tree. Y'all stay y'all ass out of Dollar Tree. Stay out of Dollar Tree. That's all I'm saying. He told you where he picking y'all up. He said, I went to the Dollar Tree. I'm looking for him. And he said he like y'all dark skin. So if you dark skin in dark brown, stay your behinds out of Dollar Tree because that's where he is. He up in Dollar Tree. Gonna go back to Walmart. Emotional intelligence says facts need to be preoccupied with getting furniture instead of but see, now we know he has an actual addiction. You get what I'm saying? I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits. Now you have an actual addiction. Expose yourself. And then begging for people to send their kids over to have a slumber party with you. And didn't even have the slumber party after they didn't have no party after they told you no. Didn't even say, well, you know what? Here's some money. Do you mind coordinating and getting pizza for the girls? Nothing. Cheryl Canada, thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen. Enjoy your day. I will. Thank you so much. Thank you. Miss Lady J, thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mimi, thank you, Mimi, coming through loud and clear with a 20 piece and a pepper. Says, happy birthday, Queen Sheba. You are amazing and truly that girl. I receive it, y'all. I receive it. Thank you. And it's a Tuesday, too. I'm going up on a Tuesday. Hey. Dark and Lovely, thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen Sheba. I hope you enjoy your day. Listen, I plan on it, but I had to come by here. I said, let me go give my people some content. And a slumber party sounds about right. Slumber party sounds about right because he got his old beady eye ass all up in the dollar store, all up in the schoolhouse trying to see something. Yeah. Keys says we only had sleepovers at our cousin's house. I'm 44 years old. My family wasn't trusting anyone. And not only that, like kids are so like you never know what kids come with, what their backgrounds are. Hell, even if your family legit, you know your house is safe. You be like, but shoot, I don't know what kids come with these days. I don't even want to put my family in any situation to be questioned, right? Because sometimes these kids ain't right in the head. Yep. Cece, thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy born day, Queen. Thank you. Now, let me ask you, before I showed you all of the proof on this guy, how many of you, tell the truth, were kind of in the middle about his requests and you had a little bit of empathy for him? And you were like, you know what? Yeah, he probably shouldn't have asked, but I get it. He still has to be a parent and a father. How many of you felt just a little bit of, and you're not wrong, but you were like, you know what? I can understand him being a father and wanting to make his child feel normal. Did anybody feel that? Leah's Gma, thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen, my fellow Scorpio. Listen, you too. Lisa Suttles, thank you for the 20 piece super sticker. No, the 10 piece super sticker. Thank you, Queen. Y'all are coming through today for the girl's birthday. He don't have any female family. He don't want them. Look, Bree. He didn't want no women over there. He wanted to be in charge. He wanted to do that by himself. The only time he pulled a woman in is he wanted her to go recruit the other girls by asking the parents on his behalf. He thought he found a weak one. He thought he found a black woman that was weak, probably because she was nice to him. And she cut his ass off mid-sentence. He said she cut him off mid-sentence. Watch this. I'll play it one more time. Just the first one. Here we go. Let me go back.
My not even frustration. I was honestly.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
So like last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party, and once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter, and like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then I asked, do she feel comfortable having? And as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all.
Good. She cut his ass off mid-sentence. No, we're not doing that. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to help you recruit other women's and men's children's mothers. More mothers. Y'all messy. Y'all say he said the mothers. Tony, the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, birthday treat, enjoy your special day. And will. Okay. Me and the mothers. Yeah, Ashley, I think I'm going to have to ride with you on this. It's something there. I don't know to what extent. I'm not sure to what degree, but he may have it tucked in a little bit, but his slip is showing. Does that make sense? His slip is showing. So she cut his ass off mid-sentence and was like, no, I'm not doing that for you. I was going to tell y'all one more thing before we leave. What else was I going to say? Y'all threw me off with mothers. Y'all messy. Um, I wish I could find them videos I saw early of his ass. It must not be right for me to show. What he okay. Where was I going? Oh, the comments. I know where I was going. Okay. So if you go through the comments on social media, the more he talked, the more the women start to get red flags. Somebody said, you, sir, now you just ruined your daughter's play dates. Another commenter posted, y'all need to go make sure his daughter is okay. Somebody else said, now, why would you bring so much attention to yourself knowing the skeletons that you have in your closet? Remember, I said he lacks boundaries. He's already crossed them because the other girl came out to say that he's sending women
Like, and I do understand.
corn.
I'm sorry. Say what now? He did what? A man that sent his to you unprovoked is on the internet crying because a bunch of parents won't allow their daughters, to come to his house for a sleepover.
So he's out here violating women in the worst ways. And I'm not going to say what I really want to say because I'm going to keep it clean and I'm going to keep it fresh and light on my birthday. Yeah. Oh, somebody else posted there was a recent case where a father drugged the girls at his daughter's sleepover. I remember that. Y'all remember that? He was a single father. And this was a Caucasian family. And he made them protein shakes. Remember, he put sedatives in there, sedatives. And he had very, very ill intentions towards them. And one of them, so he drugged them, but one of them, it wasn't working. And she pretended to be asleep and he kept coming. Oh my God, it was so creepy. And he was putting his hand by their noses to make sure they were asleep. Y'all remember? And she was able to fire off and call her mom or send like a panic message to her mom before he went any further. Didn't he get prison time? Didn't he do something? Or did it stop there? He was groping them. Yes, he started to grope the young ladies. But one of them was so scared that if she didn't play like she was asleep, that he probably would have strangled her or something to death, right? But her mom didn't a parents come over there in the middle of the night and he tried to like say, oh no, they're sleeping. I'm not going to wake the girls up. And they called the police and stormed over there to get their kids. She texted her mom. Sure did, Erica. But guess what? Yes, she texted her mom. Another example of why people say pick the bear. Hell, even when they did the men, if your little girl was lost in the woods, who would you want to find her? They asked men because y'all was tearing the women up. Who do you want to find her, the bear or the man? The men said the bear. And bears can climb trees and, they're predatory. Let's see. Dazzle that tarot says, thank you for the 10-piece in the pepper. Dazzle says he's an idiot, attention seeking and weird. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do. Yeah, this was a very weird ask. I just had to come share it with y'all and thank y'all for pulling up. So y'all be safe out there. Like, don't let people make you feel like, I don't even know what somebody would call it. Like if you didn't agree or you'd be like, nah, that's, what would they call it, y'all? Like if let's just say, if you're the only one that's like, nah, that's kind of weird. Don't let somebody, I don't want to say gaslight you, but now we're so easily swayed. You can find yourself being pressured like by your peers to go along with something when you be like, no, I knew that was a weird ask, but everybody kind of made me feel like I was the only oddball. Baby, be the oddball. Being the oddball could keep you safe. Be the oddball. Period. He tried to manipulate that mother. And did. He tried to. He did. And she said no. You know why? I think deep down inside, she knew that wasn't right, what he was asking. They are master manipulators. She cut him off mid-sentence. She didn't even want to hear anything else he had to say. When somebody cuts you off to say no, you know you're wrong. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Verlin. We went over it. Yes. He does corn. Yep. He has charges on him for, watch this, domestic assault,
so
abuse of a child, domestic abuse, battery / child endangerment. Battery. It didn't say battery and child. It say battery / child endangerment and false imprisonment. That means he was holding people against their will, short of kidnapping. Begging for a slumber party with little girls. Thank God for that lady. I wonder if that lady's going to come out and be like, that was me. And then tell us, because I'm kind of nosy. I would probably be like, what made you say no? Even though you're supposed to know, say no. What made you say no? I would like to hear her story. And I guarantee she'll say something like, I don't know. Maybe he was trying too hard to finesse. Paper Chaser, did I read yours? Thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. Paper Chaser says, happy birthday, Queen Sheba. I got me, dark and lovely. Hold on. Cece, Leah's grandma. I got everybody. Tony Janelle. Innocent Instigator. Thank you for the 20 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday from the old lady game crew. Yes. Dazzle Dad, I got you. Yeah. Love is. Thank you for the 20 piece super sticker. I appreciate y'all showing up, baby. Tonight, listen, I don't know if it's going to be tonight. Well, probably not. But we are going to cover the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm already watching the episode. It's good, y'all. Real good. So that's going to be up next. He was trying to guilt trip. Yes. Yvette said, thank you for doing this crazy story. Yes. Well, it's not dark for me. I just want y'all to be careful. It's out there. Like, it's in the world. Like, listen, it ain't dark because nothing happened. Thank God. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? Let me go cover that story. Because let me tell you something about TikTok. Honey, TikTok gonna cover it. And that's how his ass got exposed. Because I like the young kids on TikTok. They gonna talk about you. Thank you, Sunny James, for the 20 piece and a pepper. Sunny says, popping in to wish you a fabulous birthday. Thank you. We appreciate you over here. Baby, they love me. They love me for my birthday. Yes. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. Oh, Gwendolyn. Thank you, Miss Gwen, for the 5 piece and a pepper. She says, happy birthday, Queen Sheba. I am sending my hugs, Southern hugs with love. Oh, thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Happy boss day. May God grant you the desires of your heart. Thank you. I receive it. But y'all, I am so happy to be here today. It's a beautiful Tuesday. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm well. I was like, I know the palace pulling up for my birthday. They better. Shoot. They better pull up. Shoot. It's party time. But yeah. But anywho, Yvette, I was just saying, one thing about them young kids over there, I love that generation. They're going to call a thing without feeling no kind of way about it, period. And I think, like, sometimes us, boomers, Xers, we've been trained not to talk. I was like, oh, hell no, we finna wear his ass out on my birthday. Since he want a slumber party, here go your slumber party. That's your slumber party, sir. I got to keep it going. Keep you in the algorithm. But hold on, let me cover it up. There we go. Listen, Mayor YouTube, would you do a slumber party with him? Somali, would you do a slumber party with him? Where his ass at? I bet he won't ask for no more slumber parties. You said no, you wouldn't do a slumber party over there, huh? All right, so I'm gone for real, for real. Thank you, everybody. I will see y'all a little bit later. If I can come back in the next couple of hours, I will, when we can break down Potomac, because it was good. But other than that, feel free to support your girl Cash App for my birthday. Yeah, I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna go have dinner, whatever, on a Tuesday. Anywho, bye. I am out. Bye, y'all. Thank you.